Okay, let's stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Yes. 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 Madigan. Yes. Bartolini.
Yes.
Pryor.
Yes.
Yes. Do we have any announcements, correspondence, Howard?
The only correspondence is I had a person call me earlier in the week. He said he was going to appear. He was one of the abutters. He had questions about the Brock's backyard. I kind of answered it for him. So I think that's the reason why he's not here. Okay. I did receive a phone call. His name was Steve something.
Steve something, I remember reading something. Okay. Approval of the May 7th, 2025 Planning and Zoning Board meeting minutes as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Yes. 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 Madigan. Yes. Bartolini.
Yes.
Pryor.
Yes.
Yes. And is there anybody who signed up over there for public comment? Old business, PZB 2502, a consideration of a request for special use and site plan review for Brock's backyard, which is located at 453 Main Street, Unit A, Antioch, Illinois 602. PIN number 0205300073. Continuation from May 7th. Howard.
So thank you for having me. In the email communications, I provided everyone with a copy of the fire report, which speaks, especially one of the questions that came up in the last meeting. You know, if the proposed outdoor area, will there be enough circulation with a 24-foot wide area, driveway, drive aisle? And Steve McDaniel said it would be fine for fire. So I just wanted to bring this up.
Okay. We had a couple of requests that we had made in the past meeting. Photometrics and some elevations for a site plan review.
So, a recap from the last meeting. So, the requirements that were requested were first the photometrics, right? Plan. They're probably seeing light poles in the parking area to provide safety and illumination, but not to go overboard where you're illuminating your surrounding neighborhoods. The second one was a shared parking document that says that the property owner can provide for additional parking, probably for a variance for creating additional parking, that the two lots can work together, especially in unison. Businesses are staggered. So this type of a business is more of a night business or weekend versus the cannabis, retail, versus the other two businesses in the separate building, which is retail oriented. Then the third was the rendering for the outdoor seating area.
Right.
That came up. So the applicant is here, Madison George, if you want to ask any questions. She did provide us with a letter, which I could read into the record. For two reasons. I want to read this as part of the record and also to notify when the next meeting will occur.
That would be fine.
You want to first speak with Madison before I do my stuff?
You have anything to add to what's happening this evening? You're good? So your letter basically tells us we're gonna bring this up next month and we'll go over those issues.
Yeah.
You'll have some more information for us. We'll be in good shape. Awesome. Okay, so Howard, we want to read that letter in and.
Yes.
Thank
So-
you for your patience.
Thank you.
Our training.
Of course, it's okay.
add a little longer.
I don't.
Sorry about that.
I don't have the calendar with me. So the July meeting is when? The second, right? Want to be wrong. It's the first Wednesday of the month.
Second, July 2nd.
Okay. All right, so what I'll do is I'll read the letter that Madison George has presented, and I'll mention when the next meeting will occur. So this is dated June 4th, 2025. Dear Antioch Village Board members, I hope this message finds you well. I'm writing to respectfully request that our zoning application for Brock's backyard, currently scheduled for review for Wednesday's meeting, which is tonight, be tabled and rescheduled for the July zoning meeting, which would be July 2nd at 7 p.m. During the May meeting, the board requested a photometric plan as part of the application materials, as well as a document stating the terms of the shared parking arrangement. We initially anticipated having the photometric ready in time for Wednesday, but we're still waiting for some final edits from our engineers to present a complete and accurate plan for review. We kindly ask for the application to be deferred until the July 2nd meeting. We appreciate the board's time, feedback, and continued support throughout this process. Please let us know if there's any additional information or formal documentation needed to move the item to the July agenda. Sincerely, Madison George, who's project manager, the applicant for this application. Now, and this is a question that I have for Madison.
Go ahead.
Besides the two items that you mentioned in your letter, are you going to continue proposing the outdoor seating, or is that been approved?
So it's part of the potential.
Please come on up. So we can hear you on the mic and be sworn in real quick. Thank you.
So we haven't decided exactly if we're gonna do the outdoor patio. That's part of the fundamental problem with the engineers. So if he's not able to get it done correctly, we're just gonna wait, because I don't see it being done this summer anyways. So we're trying to see if we can get it finished in time for next month, because we wanna just get started on the restaurant. So if he's not gonna be able to do it, which if we are going to do it, we'll have it next month. But if he's not gonna be able to do it, we're just gonna table the patio thing for probably a year after we open.
So it would be another presentation. You'd have to come back and ask for the special use thereof for that.
Yes.
Okay.
As part of the site that would be.
That would be all part of the, it would be like the second site plan for your stuff.
Yes.
Okay. All right. As long as we understand that, so that, 3 months from now, you don't come in and ask for an application to put your patio on and you haven't gone through the process. We all know where we're at.
Yeah, we're still trying to see if we can have it done, because obviously to.
Sounds like a great idea. So, yeah, we'd love to see it and have it part of the village be, be good standing. So.
And because that outdoor patio was going in the parking lot, if it is included, Madison, I would definitely, we want to make sure that people sitting on that patio dining are protected, whether it's with a.
That's why we'd want to see the elevations.
Yeah.
The plan,
Right.
so we know exactly what's going on. Okay, thank you.
So Madison wants to forego, right? Forego on the outdoor seating?
Not at this
No.
time. She's still deciding whether she wants to include that and get it done for next month.
Right.
If she can, then great. If she can't, she'll have to come back and redo that.
Right, so for the July meeting, right, if she decides to do away with the outdoor seating, you're still looking for the photometric.
Yes.
The shared parking,
Yes.
no elevations. I just want her to be aware of what you're asking.
No, because it's a new use, it's a special
Right.
use.
It was originally planned for a storage facility, not a restaurant.
As a storage, facility being used for storage, the lighting has to be approved from what we have going on there now, the new use.
Right. Which Which is why we also got the letter from the fire, because it was.
And we wanted to have a shared agreement for the parking because
Right.
of the other uses there, instead of being just a storage unit.
So under zoning, site plan is triggered by
Change in use.
change of use, new construction, because this is an empty area, so there's gonna be a building permit pull. And anything that's outside related, so the outside related would have counted the outdoor seating, restriping of new parking space, and then the outdoor dumpster area. There's gonna be a concentration of the dumpsters where the temporary trailer for the cannabis was kept. So that meeting on May 7th, property owner was here and he also said that he's doing improvements to the property. So what came out of it was the outdoor lighting, the elevation business.
Okay, so I'll be looking for a motion to continue this to the July 2nd meeting.
So I'll make a motion to continue. I don't have the,
PZB 2502,
yes, thank you, PZB
2502.
502 to the July 2nd.
Is there a second?
Yeah.
Should I read this whole thing? Consideration of a request for a special use and site plan review for Brock's Backyard, which is located at 453 Main Street, Unit A, Antioch, Illinois. 60002.
All right. Roll call.
Yes.
Parsonson? Yes. Page?
Yes.
Madigan? Yes. Rechner?
Yes.
Turner?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, motion to, any new business?
No new business.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to
Okay.
adjourn.
Aye. Thank you very much. Everybody have a great night. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for your patience.
Yes, that's okay. Thank you guys.
Thank y'all. Good night.
Night.
Good night, Andrew.